In Texas, more than 459,000 people are living with Alzheimer's disease. That's according to the Alzheimer's Association. Now, the nonprofit is asking you to take action to support those affected. Today, it kicked off its 2026 Walk to End Alzheimer's event with the ribbon cutting outside of the Texas Tech Federal Credit Union near 79th and Milwaukee. Organizers were joined by the Lubbock Chamber. The walk is Saturday, October 3rd. There is no registration fee to join, and you have plenty of time to sign up for yourself or with a team. You can also donate money to help research efforts. We have more information and a link to sign up on our website.